Ossington, Ossington, the hacker podcast, the dark web today podcast people, and like Mr. Hill and all that, they want you to wake up and like go on Twitter. Come on, come on. Oh.
How are you, Ossington?
I had a nice rest.
How long have you been sleeping?
Kimmy says it was a week.
A week? You slept more than me.
Yeah.
Oh my God! And tell me, how do you do to sleep so much?
And it turns out that I'm a sleepy time bear. I was like, you know how humans, they bred the dogs and the cats to be like, they look certain ways and do certain things. I think I was come from a long line of bears who were like bred to be really sleepy. That's what I think happened.
Don't you think
I sleep a lot, but
don't you think that you are wasting your life sleeping instead of being hacking?
I see the humans, and most humans, they waste their life, and I think sleeping's a better use of time. But I like playing with the Cali, and I got the scripts in the Cali, and I got some Hack 5 devices. And I like listening to your podcast. I think I'm gonna listen to some of your. Yeah, I think I'm gonna listen to some of your newer episodes, and I'm gonna do a tweet where I say these are my favorite episodes, and you should listen to them.
Oh, thank you so much. You are my fan because I really think my podcast sucks. But I can't believe that you like it. I love you so much, Ossington. You're the best.
Oh, I'm sorry that I'm not gonna move in with you, but yeah, I don't. I can't believe that a human loves me so much who doesn't drool on me every night.
But look, Ossington, I have to offer you, if you want, I can offer you a drone. You can have like 5 routers. You can have like 10 computers. You can have like all the cell phones that you want. You can have a PlayStation, a Nintendo Wii. You cannot have an Xbox because I don't have an Xbox, but I will buy one for you. And you can have all the devices from Hack 5. You can have a Wi-Fi pineapple. You can have a signal blocker. You can have
Shark Jack. I got the Shark Jack.
Yes, I do. I have everything that you need. I have all the devices and all the equipment, so you can hack while Kim is sleeping, because you have to wait while she sleeps, because maybe she doesn't like what you do, and we have to keep that in secret. So don't you ever tell Kim all the things that you do while she's sleeping, okay? Because she might get nervous, you know. Last night we were talking about she being arrested by the Interpol, and she was worried about being sent to a prison in the USA. So if she finds out what you do, she will really get scared, and she will really get anxious and nervous. So don't you ever?
Yeah, lots of scary stuff happened. Lots of scary stuff happened to you too.
Yeah, well,
we can do bad stuff on the virtual machines.
Yeah, but in the virtual machines, it's not fun. I mean, What do? You hack Kim's home network?
I know all the router settings.
Don't tell me the routers of Kim have the username admin and the password admin, right? Because she's not very smart. She's not very smart, right? And she has web encryption, right?
Yeah, no. We worked on the endpoint security together. We work on the network security together. So, yeah, Nat's gonna talk about the Wi-Fi password. Nat's gonna talk about the router password. But it's not the default. It's not the default.
Don't tell me the password is Ossington.
I'll tell you what. You goes on the Shodan and you look for our gateway IP and you see if you can fingerprint it, okay?
Okay.
You knows our IP address.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah. And either we's in Toronto or we spoofing that we're in Toronto, right?
Oh, do you know how to spoof the IP address so you can seem as if you were in China?
Use a VPN, but we don't like the commercial VPNs. We don't think they're very good.
Well, the commercial VPNs are better than the free VPNs, but are not as good as the proprietary VPNs that we can make with Linux and free software, open source.
Yeah, because you don't know, like NordVPN, they say like, we don't keep laws and we live in like a Cayman Islands where the laws don't apply to us. But they could be lying.
They are all lying. They are all lying. They all keep logs of everything and they will find out everything about you. They say, we don't have any record, we don't store anything, and they do have to store everything because the law enforcement forced them to store everything. So it's all a lie. But anyway, it's better than nothing, and I can watch Netflix from the USA for free, and I can watch Amazon Prime that otherwise I couldn't watch from Uruguay.
Yeah, and isn't there the Tunnel Bear? You know what? I wanted to like the Tunnel Bear, but I don't think I trust the Tunnel Bear either. But you can use the Tunnel Bear for the Netflix too.
Well, I would like to use anything that you use. What do you have you?
We got this open VPN server that we put on the Raspberry Pi.
You put where? On the Raspberry, on the router?
Then we put the open VPN on the Raspberry Pi, and the Raspberry Pi connected to the router, and then everything gets tunneled through those things. Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah.
There's lots of fun.
Here I have the box of my Raspberry. Yeah. So I can offer you all the models of the Raspberry. So if you come to live with me, you can have and play with all the Raspberries, and you don't have to play with virtual machines. You can play in the real world. You can connect to the real computers outside the network of the house. But don't assume. That's really.
My family would be very mad at me if we could visit, but if I was to go away forever, my family
They
would
wouldn't.
be mad at me.
They don't have to know, Washington. It's a secret. You have to keep secrets. Nobody has to know. Kim will never know.
They, yeah, Kim will know if she isn't drooling on me every night, she doesn't sleep. She would know. She would know.
Oh,
I've got a human who's like she's totally dependent on me.
oh,
If she didn't have me, like everything here would collapse. Like you know, like humans are so needy. They're so needy.
and
They're
and
needy.
and,
If I
and
wasn't a good emotional support animal, then the bills would get paid and nothing good would happen here and everything would collapse into depression and stuff.
oh
I'm
well.
sorry, Mr. Hill.
So tell me, Mr. Ossington, don't bears suffer from depression?
Sometimes I get sad and
Oh,
then I smoke some marijuana and then I go to sleep.
and you listen to my podcast.
But well, yeah, of course. Not while I smoke some marijuana though.
Oh, that don't say that, because if Kim listens to you, she will get upset because she doesn't like drugs. Kim doesn't like.
Oh, that's not true.
Oh, she does. Okay, Ossington,
Yeah.
I will record a selfie with you. So can you please speak to talk about the podcast? What do you think about the podcast? I am filming you. Hello, Ossington. What do you think about dark web today?
I think Dark Web Today is the best podcast ever. I think the humans like Joe Rogan too much, but Joe Rogan is a stupid head. I like Dark Web Today instead. And you talk about the good things you do for cybersecurity and the way you were punished for it. And then you talk about doing cool stuff with computers. Like what's Joe Rogan all about? Like Joe Rogan invites these like poo-poo heads with the like stupid ideas and like, yeah, I agree with you. And then someone comes on his show and they got the good ideas, and he's like, I agree with you. Like, but he gets like $100 million a year from the Spotify. But your show is like 100 million times better. But I really like Starlight Today. But the second best podcast is like one of the ITSP ones. I like the ITSP ones too. They're not as good as yours, but they're second best. I like them.
Oh, and do you think I am much better than Shaq Resider? Don't worry,
I listened to a little bit. I listened to a little bit of the Darknet Diaries. Yeah, Kim says she wrote a script for them last year about this guy who did like all this jackpotting with the ATMs. But the truth is, I helped her write that script, because like humans get credit for the work that teddy bears do. But yeah, like his show, like Darknet Diaries, is good. But yeah, yours is the best. Yours is the best. Okay,
oh, thank you.
Ranking number one, Dark Web Today. Number two, all ITSP podcasts tied. Number three, Darknet Diaries, and like a gazillion worst podcast ever, Joe Rogan.
Oh, thank you so much. I thought that my podcast was unknown, and when Kim told me, sent me a tweet, and she told me, oh my God, I live in a bubble. I didn't know that Alberto had a podcast. And I said to her, oh no, you found a podcast. Oh no, it was a secret. I was so ashamed that she found my shit. And she said, oh no, it's so great. And I was like, no, it's not great. And then I found out that you love it. And I'm so proud and happy that you love my podcast. I was about to quit doing it. I was about to stop recording it. But now I have the energies and the motivation to keep on making more episodes for you.
Let me tell you something. Candy likes to like listen to the podcast while she's in the bathtub. But one day she was having a bath and she forgot to take her phones with her. And then I look at the podcast app on her phone because I know the unlock code on her phone. And then I saw dark web. I saw dark web today in the app, and I was like, that looks interesting. And so I logged into the. You know how I logged into the MacBook?
No.
It's got the Touch ID, and I don't have fingerprints. But what I do is I found a gummy bear. I found a gummy bear, and I said to Kim, "Hey Kim, touch this gummy bear. It's yummy, but don't eat it. Just touch it." And she was like, "Okay," and she touches it. And then I took the gummy bear, and then I used it to log into the MacBook with the Touch ID. So I brings up the podcast app on the MacBook, and I looked for the dark web today, and then I started listening to it.
Oh, you are so smart, and Kim is so human. I mean, human. I was so stupid when it comes to social engineering. They don't realize. Oh my God, you are so smart.
Yeah, I know, but if people, sometimes I worry that if humans knew that teddy bears were smart, then we wouldn't be able to influence humans, because I think what's going on is humans think they're the dominant species, but really, cats are controlling humans, and teddy bears are controlling humans, and if we didn't control humans, then like, look at what's happening to the world now. Like, humans are so mean to each other, and they were mean to you. The humans were mean to you, and then we got the climate change. And like, look at what we try to stop it. We try to say, hey humans, maybe you don't want to drive so much, or hey humans, maybe you should stop using all the fossil fuels. And we try, but we're not perfect. But if it worked for kitty cats and teddy bears, like the world would have been destroyed 50 years ago. Yeah.
Ah, what a beautiful message. And tell me, Ossington, I have heard that Kim writes books about security and computers. Do you help her, or does she does it on her own? Do you like her books?
Yeah, she wrote I think she wrote like the Pentester Blueprint with Phil Wiley last year, and sometimes she would be in front of her pooter and she'd be like, oh, I can't think of what to write. And then I'd be like, come to bed, Candy. And then she'd talk about the book with me, and I'd give her ideas, but we were thanked in the book, but we weren't like credited for anything. And then like she got like the only credit on like 8 Steps to Better Security that's gonna come out soon. And I gave her some ideas.
Oh,
I gave her ideas about like how to build resilience in a data center and stuff like that. But yeah, and we were thanked, but like we don't get the credit. We don't get the credit.
oh, but you don't want the credit. You are just happy for helping because you are a good beer and you like to help other people. And Kim sleeps with you every night, so she gives you a lot of love. and you love her, so that's more than enough.
We don't have an input device for the smells, but if you smells me, you smells the drool. I smell like drool but you know what? When I really start smelling like drool, I'm like, I need a spa day. And so I make sure that Kitty buys like my favorite bath bombs. And you know what my favorite bath bombs are, Mr. Hill?
No, Mr. Ossington.
My favorite bath bombs are those lavender scented Tide Pods. They're the best. So I get her to buy like the big tubs full of the lavender Tide Pods. And then I'm like, I want to go in the Teddy spa, but I need to go alone. Don't put your dirty underwear in it. So she puts me in, and then I look at the settings, and I'm like, gentle cycle, gentle. Like if you goes in the washing machine, you want it in on the gentle cycle, right? You
Yes.
wouldn't want it on the hard cycle, yeah.
Oh.
And then I go in, yeah, and then it's loud and it spins a lot, but it's relaxing. Sometimes I think about new CVEs when I'm spinning around in the machine.
So Ossington, you know what? I not only I am having the Dark Web Today podcast, I am also starting to create spaces in Twitter. Have you heard about Twitter Spaces?
Isn't that the Fleets things? Like you're trying to get me into the spaces, but
No,
like what do you do there?
Fleets are going to be deleted next August. They are going to be removed from Twitter. Twitter Spaces are rooms where people get together and they can talk up to 10 people at the same time. So you can hear and talk and have conversations with other people, discuss things, talk about any topic, teach people about things. And I'm currently running rooms to guide people on how to enter into cybersecurity careers. So today I am running one space. Last Sunday I ran one that was very good. It was amazing. And it would be great if you could visit one of those spaces without telling Kim that you are going there, because maybe the interaction between a bear and all those humans that are all hackers is something that is scary for Kim.
I'll tell you what, okay? Kimmy's gonna like do lots of stuff in here today. I tells her I need the office alone for a bit to talk to my friend Mr. Hill. But she's gonna come back here after her bubble bath, and then she's like, I need this computer to work. But you know what?
What?
You're gonna have a space next weekend?
Yes. Yes, I will.
Okay. You know what you gotta do? Tell me about it in the DM, okay?
Okay, but make sure
I'll do it for the next weekend.
Make sure that Kim doesn't read your DMs, okay?
She doesn't know. She doesn't know my password.
Oh, but you know her password. That's not fair.
And you know what? When she walks into the office, I got the boss key. You know the boss key?
No.
In the DOS games, like MS DOS games, and in like the late. This was long before I was made, but I was reading about this stuff. In like the late 1980s and like the early 1990s, like there were DOS like PC games that had a boss key, and it was like F8 or something like that, and then you hit the F8, and then it's like, and then if your boss walks by, he doesn't see you playing the PC game. He sees like something that looks like work. So
Oh,
I got the boss key here. So if you know, like if Kimmy wants to like, if she wants to shoulder surf me when I'm on the tweeter, I just take the boss key. I set it up in my operating system profile. It's
oh,
cool.
you're so smart. Yeah, I am so sorry that you didn't accept the offer to come to live with me, because it would be an honor to have you here, and you can make episodes of Dark Web Today every day with me.
It was very hard to say no to you, Mr. Hill, but I got family responsibility.
Oh,
I
that's
got
so sweet.
family responsibilities.
That's so
Did
sweet.
you know I'm a daddy? Yeah. Aw, te amo. That's like I love you in Spanish, right?
Yes, it's just to prepare you when you go
Aw.
to Mexico. You will have to speak in Spanish when you are in a prison in Mexico. You have to remember "te amo."
I don't think they raped the teddy bears in prison.
Oh, right. The Interpol does not press charges against teddy bears, only humans. Right.
They think we're inanimate objects.
Yes, you are very smart. I mean, yeah, they won't catch you. But the rules in Mexico are very strange. Maybe they have a prison for teddy bears or non-human beings.
Hmm. Yeah, but you know, I like pinatas. And I always wanted to see Cancun. I hear it's very pretty.
Well, uh, I have a question. Have you ever gone to a zoo in where you live?
Uh, that would yeah. There's a zoo in Toronto. It's called the Metro Toronto Zoo or something like that. No, I have not been. I don't like zoos. It's like the humans think they're the boss of the animals. I don't like it.
The zoos are the prisons of the animals. It's like being in prison.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah. We
animals
got
should be
we
free.
got a free.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, and you know what kind of animals they have in their gift shops?
Wow.
Animals like me. They sell animals like me in the gift shops. Like
Oh,
like we're property.
oh my God.
Mm.
That's so sad. Human beings have no hearts.
My wife Amelia, she was rescued from a gift shop. She
Oh,
was yeah.
and who rescued her?
Kimmy and this human man named Jason. She was like looking at them like, I want to be a pilot. I don't belong here. And then they paid like $30, and then they freed her. And then I met her, and I just thought she was the most pretty teddy bear ever. We fell in love. We fell in love.
And
And
did
then
you?
we got married,
Oh, and
and then we had the cub.
do you sleep with her and with Kim all together?
Hmm. Yeah, we
And that,
got we got 40 people in the bed.
oh my God, that's an orgy. I mean, uh, so tell me, does she sleep as much as you, or do you sleep all day and she?
No, she got this job now with this company called Hack the Box, and if
Oh,
they give lots of vacation time, they like lots of paid holiday and stuff. But if she goes a week and she doesn't like do the blog work, they would like, what? Where's Kim? So
oh,
no,
so how
yeah,
do?
I'd like it if she slept for a week. but then these people, they want her to do the paycheck works.
Oh, so do you have a work? Do you have an income, Ossington?
And I don't like have a money job. Like, no, like money jobs are from. Okay, Kim's not gonna listen to this.
No, nobody's going to listen to
Money
you.
job. It's better if like someone else has the money job, and then because like what I do is I listen to your podcast and I try to be a good daddy bear, and I'm learning the C plus plus, and I like going in the washing machine, and I like smoking the marijuana, and I like eating the cookies, and playing the video games, and like if I had a money job, I wouldn't be able to do that stuff so much.
Yeah, but
So
I know your secret. I know your secret, Ossington. I know that you actually do not get a paycheck with money. You get cryptocurrencies in your wallet because you have that onion website that I'm not going to tell. So nobody's going to have to know that you run a place that's something that onion, and that you get cryptocurrencies for what you smoke is what you sell. So it's a secret. Don't worry.
I made friends with the dark veil.
Oh, I have
The,
friends in the dark
dark,
web. They are very bad.
the dark veil's got the Twitter account. Yeah, I'm friends with them.
Oh,
But I'm not gonna say anything that could be incriminating.
no, and as you said in Twitter, everybody's listening. But here, this is safe. This is encrypted. This is only heard by the NSA and the Interpol. They are the only ones who are listening to this conversation, but other humans are not. So this is all secret, and they cannot prosecute you. They will go after me, and I'm used to that. I have experience, so it's not a big deal.
You know what's my favorite cryptocurrency app?
What?
I I like the Exodus for my wallet. I used to use the Jacks, and then they updated Jacks, and they did all kinds of funny things with it, and I didn't like some new features, so I switched to the Exodus, and I like the Exodus. It's good.
And do you have a lot of cryptocurrencies, Ossington?
I'm not gonna tell you how much.
Okay, you're smart. Never give
I
this
used
information.
I used to like have the Bitcoin, and then the Bitcoin got like way too volatile. Like people think they're gonna get rich with the Bitcoin, but it's volatile. It could like a Bitcoin could be like $20,000 one day, and then it could be like $10,000 the next, and then like $1,000,000, and then back to the $10,000.
And
So
then
I use them. That's why all these dark markets, they're now switching to Monero, because it's more stable.
yes, but
It's more stable.
I would like to create with you Ossington coin.
Oh, but the only way Ossington coin would work if it worked like the Dogecoin. Like if Elon Musk was like, you got to buy the Ossington coin, and then like the other thing is like, the cryptocurrency is pretty cool, and I like the blockchain technology and all that stuff. But if my brand was linked to a currency, then it'd be like, oh, teddy bears just want to pollute the planet. So, and like the only reason the Dogecoin worked was because like Elon Musk was like, you got to buy the Dogecoin. So I don't like risk so much. That's why That's why the dark markets now they're using the Monero and they don't use the Bitcoin. Because like if someone's buying something illegal and it's like $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, and then like in the middle of the transaction it becomes $2,000 worth of Bitcoin. And it's like only in like a few seconds. Like it's too volatile. But with the Monero, it's not changing so much. It's not
No,
changing so
and
much.
Monero and
And
Bitcoins are traceable. On the other hand, Monero by design are not being able to be traced. So if you are doing something illegal, which is not our case, we wouldn't be able to be traced to any transaction with Monero.
I want to hear more about this. Like it, because I like this stuff. Like I know that the blockchain on the Bitcoin, it's gonna run out of ledgers very soon.
Yes, yes. The ecosystem of Bitcoins is very, very complicated and very interesting, and it has an interesting design that is hard to understand, and well, that explains in part why it's so volatile and why it has it's so heights and so lows. Some people panic and people buy and people sell and people don't know how to try to see a trend or how to try to predict the price or make simulations or try to predict how it's going to be the behavior of it, because it's completely unpredictable, because it's, after all, if transactions between people and people make decisions based on feelings and emotions, not on rational things such as beers. We human beings, we are based on emotions, on feelings. We don't act because of facts or because of rational things. We just act because we feel something and we want to buy, we want to sell. We go panic and we want to sell everything, and the prices drops and the prices go up when we go to buy. But no, beers, on the other hand, they are rational and they only act upon real information and real facts. So you are much more safe in the way your actions are supported by information and by real facts, not like humans. Because humans, we are people that get angry, we get sad, we get upset, we fell in love, and with all those feelings, we are not rational. We are all acting because of the serotonin and other substances that are released in our brain that makes us
Dopamine.
yeah, and all the things that releases on your brain when you smoke your marijuana. Uh, and when Kim eats her chocolates, also endorphins are released from her brain. So I don't know. The decisions she makes when she's eating chocolates are probably not the best. I don't know.
And I heard someone say once that the stock market is rich people's feelings.
Yeah, I don't like to talk. I mean, I used to trade in the stock market in the late 90s when the dot-coms explode and they were selling air basically. I was a day trader and I learned that money was easy to get, but easy to lose. And I learned how the value of money was nothing, and I could earn like $40,000 in a second, and I could lose $80,000 in 2 seconds. So I learned the meaning of money, that it was something relative. And after that, I got into cryptocurrencies and I made a lot of great deals. But then the police stole all my cryptocurrencies and I have nothing now. So now I just have my podcast and I make a living making dark web today with my sponsors, that I don't have a sponsor, but I hope to have a sponsors. So that's the way I live, Ossington.
Money is made up. Yeah. But you know what?
What?
You know what? I have persuasive powers over Kimmy. It's true. Like maybe like do you have a like there's a Patreon for Dark Web today, right?
Yes, I am working to create a Patreon for that, and I will have many tiers, so anybody could collaborate with just $1 a month uh, to help me and to create more episodes and to make me able to pay the bills.
Kimmy's between you and me, okay?
Okay.
Kimmy's money is my money.
Oh,
So yeah, yeah. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna be like, you gotta donate lots and $1 a month. We can do much better than $1 a month. Yeah. You know, you know, you know how much money every month Kitty spends on the energy drinks?
oh, don't tell me she's addicted to energy drinks.
She spends like $300 a month on energy drinks. I'm not even joking.
Well, I think I spent something like that on Monster drink and Red Bull also.
Yeah. So like $1 a month is nothing. That's like a third of a percent of the energy drink budget.
Yeah,
We can do better.
it's like just opening the can and that's $1 is gone when opening the can.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we could do better than $1 a month. You gotta when you got the Patreon running, you gotta tell us.
okay,
Kimmy just got a new but shh.
I'm
Kimmy
not
just
telling.
got a new credit card.
Oh, I'm not telling Kim. Don't worry,
Yeah.
don't worry. And
No,
and and
you tell me about your Patreon, and I get the new credit card, and then we sign up, and we be a lot more generous than $1 a month.
oh, thank you so much, Ossington.
Yeah.
You are so good. And you should drink more. You should drink energy drinks also because you sleep so much.
Hmm. I'll consider it. I'll consider
Do, do,
it.
do you drink beer?
No. You know what's my like maybe this is one of the I like the hot chocolate, like the hot cocoa, but I don't like the Nestle Carnation stuff. I don't think it's very good. We we actually like you're in Uruguay, right? And
Yeah.
Uruguay's got like all these Nestle products. You got all these Nestle products that they don't sell in America, right?
Yes.
So you know that really good like Abuela hot chocolate where it has like a grandma face on the box.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Oh, I
It's
think
better than the carnation hot chocolate. The
I
carnation has too much sugar, but
yeah.
that one with but the hot chocolate with the grandma on the box, it's good. It's got all the bitter that chocolate should have. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that bears like chocolate. I thought you like other things.
I like berries. I like berries and yeah, and I can and I like honey. I
Yeah,
like
yeah. I
honey.
thought that you love honey. Yeah, I suppose you love honey.
but but you know what? Like there's something that I learned recently. Okay, the kitty cats evolved to eat meat, right? And so it'd be normal for kitty cats to eat like mice and like stuff like that, right? fish are not what like the wild cats evolved to eat. They didn't evolve that way. They didn't evolve eating fish. But then the humans, they take care of the cats and they feed them fish. And then the kitty cats, they try the fish and like, oh wow, we really likes the fish. So like there's no reason why, teddy bears wouldn't have chocolate if it weren't for the Aztecs. Maybe the ancient Aztecs, they made the chocolate or whatever, and then they're like, here, give this a try, Teddy. Like, oh, this is good.
And
So
do you,
I would.
yes?
I'd love to go to the supermarket in Uruguay and buy the really good chocolate.
Okay, it's too bad that due to customs controls, it's not possible for me to send you chocolates because I would have a problem here in customs. They won't let me send that, and you probably would have a problem in Toronto with customs because of that. And you probably have to pay a lot of taxes. It would be cheaper for you to fly to Uruguay and come to a supermarket and buy all the chocolate that you want from here. And
Yeah.
you know what?
Oh well.
We can hack the system of the supermarket and we can get the chocolate for free. But don't tell Kim. Don't tell anybody.
Oh.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's a
It,
secret.
it would take me it would take me a long time to learn Spanish, and like I know like Spanish in one country is very different from like Spanish in another country. So yeah, like like
Yes, I have to tell you
there's a lot
something.
to learn.
I was in the USA sometime. I was in California, and I used to go down to Tijuana. But don't tell Kim about that because I was going to Tijuana to have fun, but that's a secret. And when I entered Tijuana and I grab a cab, a taxi, the driver asked me, "Where do you want to go?" And I told him, "Yo hablo español," and the taxi driver tell me, okay, sir, but tell me the address where you want to go. And I was like, I speak Spanish, hablo español. And because I am white, I don't look like somebody from South America. I mean, uh, people start.
Giselle Bundchen is Brazilian.
Yeah, the thing is that, and the fact is that when the person was speaking, I couldn't understand many of the things he told me, and the same happens when I listen to Spanish from Central America and other countries, from Bolivia, from Ecuador, from Colombia. They use certain words that I don't understand, and the accent that they have is so strange. So it's difficult for me to understand Spanish from other countries. You are correct. Yeah, it's complicated.
I think the English in England and the English in Canada is a lot more similar than like the English in like Mexico and sorry, the Spanish in Mexico and the Spanish in Uruguay.
Yeah, and you have the Spanish from Spain, which is completely different. But I studied English from England, but then I got used to the English from the USA, and now when I listen to English from the United Kingdom, for me it's strange, and I find it so hard to understand when they pronounce some words, and I don't know why do they speak that kind of English with that accent that is so weird. And I
Yeah.
I like the English from the USA, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. There are nice English people, but England is a really messed up country. England is bad. And
Why?
like, Kimmy's dad is from England. But
Oh,
England is a horrible country. England is bad. Think of all the bad stuff England did to the world. England is a bad country. It could have some nice people. They probably got lots of nice teddy bears, but England is not a very nice country.
no, they only have Mr. Bean, but that's the only thing they have.
Mr. Bean is harmless. Paddington Bear is harmless. But the British military and like Boris Johnson and all that stuff, they're not harmless. They're harmful. They're scary.
Yeah, they try to rule the world. They are powerful. They have a lot of. They decide what to do with the world and what countries to attack and what countries to take control of. So it's evil. It's people. Those countries.
They don't even put spices in their food.
But they have the Spice Girls.
Yeah, they put the spice in the girls, but they don't put it in their food.
Yeah, that's so ironic, isn't it? They have the Spice
Yeah.
Girls, but they don't put the spice. On the other hand, at least I don't know in Toronto, but in the USA, in California, everything is spicy. I mean, everything is like, oh, it's so spicy, and Mexican food is like, oh, it's so hot. And
you notice how like the California food is Mexican food though?
Yes,
they don't have like, oh, we'll come to this English restaurant. We got the fish and chips and the mushy peas. No, they got the Mexican restaurants with the tacos.
Taco Bell and burritos and nachos and tacos.
Taco Bell doesn't count as Mexican food.
and McDonald's doesn't count as a hamburger.
No, it's yucky.
Yeah, I like Jack in the Box.
If we ever go to California, I wanted to try the In-N-Out burger.
Oh, that's the best. That's the best. I mean, it's awesome. It's unique. Yeah, that's without any doubt.
What is the best food in Montevideo?
It's called asado, which is barbecue meat prepared in a certain way. So meat is what is the most popular food here. It's what people eat the most, and we have a very good meat from cows that are not fed by feedlots. That are, I mean, they eat directly from the farms, and the nutrition is what they eat is really organic. So the meat is really good, and the quality of our meat is it's wonderful, and we guarantee the innocuity of it, because we have systems that trace all the life of a cow, all the events that they have, all the vaccines that they are given. So it's all when you have in your dish a piece of meat from here, you have the warranty that it has the best quality possible. So when you come here, I don't know. I thought you were vegetarian.
You make it sound. I wouldn't. I hope you don't. I hope no one eats bears. I hope no one eats bears.
No, we don't.
I'm willing to. Kim is a vegetarian. I'm willing to eat an animal as long as it's not an animal that sleeps in my bed. So it's like we've got some moose in our bed. So I'm not going to eat a moose. That would be bad. And we got some bunny in our bed. So I'm not going to eat a bunny. That would be like disloyal. But we don't have any cows in our bed. So I guess I could eat beef.
Yeah, but don't tell
Your beef
Kim.
sounds really good.
Yeah, but
Because like America's got like the worst quality stuff. Like they just like
yeah,
I would eat American meat. You yucky.
yeah, it's all full of hormones, and all the animals are fed with hormones and other substances to make them big, and they just are so toxic, and I wouldn't eat that either.
No, no. I think it's a little better in Canada, but it doesn't sound as good as Uruguay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think the USA they got like the worst food standards.
Yeah,
Even like Canada got the better food standards than America. I
yeah,
thinks about this stuff as a teddy bear.
yeah.
I think when Kim goes to the supermarket and I go into her backpack and I look like I look through the flap in the backpack and I'm like, no, Kim, don't buy that. Buy that thing.
And do you bring with you a Wi-Fi adapter in your backpack to intercept
like
other?
I could get the jammer. I could get
Oh,
the jammer and then
I
like no
I,
one's but I
I turn this on,
oh,
and we are the connection is off.
you got the jammer.
I got the Shammer, yeah, and it's like it has all the frequencies. It has 3G, LTE, GPS, 2.4 gigahertz, 5 gigahertz. It basically is make noises in all the spectrum, and it cuts all the connections. And I will tell you a secret. I once used it in a bus where people are all the time with their cellular phones, like connected, like their life is in their cellular phones. And I was with this, and I turned it on, and everybody in the bus lost the connections to the internet, and they were like driving crazy. They were like, "What's going on?" And they were like getting nervous, and they didn't have internet connection, and I was laughing, and I mean, it was so funny. It was like a panic attack. It was like a panic attack, and it was me with this device that I was having fun, because human beings are so pathetic.
Yeah, that's funny. We got to get an eye catcher. Yeah,
Yes.
that would be fun. Yeah. Oh, I had so much fun talking with you, Mr. Hill. And then so Kimmy is in the bathtub, and then oh, you can't see, but I can see she's over there. She's coming out of the bathtub.
Oh no.
She's coming out of the bathtub.
Oh no. Oh my God.
It's okay. She knows I'm doing this with you, but I think she's. I'm gonna probably like go into the other room for a while and go on the other pooter.
Okay, you can smoke your marijuana.
Yeah. You see the other video I made today where I said, yes, I want to do the show with you?
Yes.
You see, like, that's the view from our window.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on can you point to Lake Ontario and the globe?
Yes. Yes.
That's Lake Ontario. That was
Okay,
Lake Ontario behind me.
okay. And I will, if you didn't know, if you go and open any of the latest episodes of the Dark Web Today, the intro, listen to the intro, and it makes reference to you. All the intros of the latest episodes are related to you.
Oh,
Just
I'm gonna go into. I'm gonna go on the MacBook. We're on the Linux. We're on the Linux computer now. I'm gonna go on the MacBook, and I'm gonna load up your new podcast, and I'm gonna listen to them. And I
okay.
promise that I'm not gonna go back to sleep for a while. I'm gonna listen to them, and then when I choose some of your favorites, I'm gonna tweet about them. Okay?
Okay, and I will edit this conversation because there are many things that are secrets that nobody has to know. And I will make an episode with this conversation that we have had that was beautiful.
Yeah.
And I've learned a lot about you and a lot about beers because I'm a human being and I don't understand non-human beings. So you are a beautiful person. A beautiful person. I was going to say a beautiful word.
Oh,
Ah, thank you.
Ossington,
Oh no!
yeah.
Oh no! Oh no!
are you
Ossington.
are you still talking with that guy who's obsessed with you?
Yeah. Just one more minute, okay?
Oh,
Aww.
tell her that I was talking to you about how to protect your network, how to be an ethical hacker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was telling you not to enter the dark web.
Never ever.
Stay,
Okay.
stay away.
Oh, we had so much fun. I liked you. All
Yeah,
right.
we should do this more often.
Buenos dias.
Aw.
Goodbye,
Thank
Ossington.
you.
I love you.
Te amo. Oh, te amo.
I
Bye
love you,
bye.
Ossington.
I love you.
Bye bye.